Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help! Remember, this support will carry you over to the React event. These tips and, all that. Thank you. And again, the React event is the only stream I'm doing today. So if you could support the stream, please do. There's no gameplay or whatever. It's a normal day for me. So I hope to hopefully have as much support on that stream as if I had done 2 gameplay streams. So we'll see how it goes, hopefully. All right. Give me your money.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special React event. I'm going to be reacting to June the King's documentary,
Contracts.
The Greatest Business Failure in YouTube History, The History of Machinima. Want to know the truth? This is the guy right here that got my contract terminated with Machinima. This man right here. This genius who then tanked the company. So, they put him in charge of the company at a time when it was falling apart. He completely ran it into the ground, and this is the man who canceled my contract with Machinima. This is my one stream of the day. That's it. So far, thank you to those who've supported the stream. We're at 54 bucks in tips. We are at $6 in super chats and 1 member. Okay? It'd be great if we could have enough as if I was doing 2 gameplay streams. Alright? So at least this event is not like a bust.
Give me money, money.
Do I feel comfortable sharing what was the most I ever made in 1 year at Machinima? The thing is, I don't have that data because it's so old. Like the most profitable year I ever had at Machinima was my first year. Within signing with Machinima, I signed with them, I want to say it was either January or February 2011. Halfway through the year, they signed me to a more profitable contract, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay? I couldn't believe it. And then I proceeded, I can tell you, the most money I ever made in 1 month in my life was Machinima. That first year, I made over $20,000 in 1 month. Okay? So, yes, if you tip $100, I will do a live shot. And I will do that until basically I feel like I've had too much and I shouldn't do it anymore. Alright? Like, all I wanted to do was upload videos to YouTube as a hobby and have it be fun. That was it. This guy contacts me and says, well, keep doing what you're doing, but make some money doing it. Fine. So they send me the contract, I sign it. Oh, by the way, here's all the rules and regulations and things you don't do now that you have to do to make money with us. Wait, what? But that wasn't what I signed up for. I signed up to literally just upload my exact videos to your channel. That's what I told you I wanted to do. You said, yes, that's what it would be. And now here we are, and you send me a second list of rules. That's bullshit, right? So as you can see, they did make some concessions, but they didn't do all. Like they were saying, oh, no, you absolutely must have the logo, and you must do this and that. So you want to know the truth? I told them, no, I'm not doing that. And I never did. So in 2009, I had this talk with them. I signed a contract, right? And then I basically blew them off.
I didn't even know you could be this lazy.
So, within 3 months' time, I lost my full-time job, I lost my ability to monetize my content on YouTube, and I even lost my ability to upload to a third-party site and make money. Wow, that was a good streak for me, wasn't it?
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
So where am I going with this? Well, basically in January of 2011, I didn't know what to do. I thought I exhausted all my options. So I actually wrote Hutch a message, a direct message, Actually, I take it back, I wrote him an email. Because I actually have the email. So I wrote an email to Hutch at Machinima. And I basically relayed to him my story. Alright? Now, I'll be honest, back then, I sugarcoated it. Did I actually tell him how racially, or how insensitive my jokes were on Blip? Of course not. I tried to sugarcoat it and act like they weren't a big deal. They were. But to me, at that point, I was younger, I was immature, I didn't think they were a big deal. Okay?
Hateful speech, constantly. I'm Mr. Hateful Speech, everyone knows that.
So I basically tried to tell, listen, this is messed up, and I don't know what to do. Alright? So, what Hutch does is he says, listen, so I don't handle partnerships, but I know who does. So I'm going to hand you off to our partnership team. Now, I see people saying incredibly stupid things in the chat. I'm just going to ignore it because you guys are dumb. I mean, seriously, some of the dumbest thing I've ever said. You should be blurring out names. These people are public. They were employees of the company. Everyone knew it. It's on their resumes that they worked for the company. There's no problem with listing their names or showing these emails. There's nothing private here. This is just business discussions. This is not private info between people. This is not me showing their private stuff. Why would you think? Everyone knows they work for the companies. It's like I said, you go to LinkedIn, it's already there. So what the hell are you talking about? People are just being really stupid, you know? You're right, I should just ban them. What do you think? Should I just ban these idiots who are trying to derail my event? They're being dumb.
Oh my god, he's drinking salt.
But if you guys could support the stream tonight, please do. This is all I'm doing tonight. This is the only stream I have, and this stream's going to end around 8 p.m. So if you could do me a solid and support the stream in some way, even as simple as giving it a like, I'd appreciate it. But anything else, like a super chat, a membership, or tip, right now we're at $16 in super chats, 1 membership, and $66 in tips. So this stream is supposed to make up for 2 gameplay streams. As you can see, yeah, we're pretty slow right now. If we could get that pick up, I would greatly appreciate that, okay? And, wow, someone just said laughing my ass off. Yeah, well, I'm laughing my ass off because I'm banning your fucking ass. You think that's funny? You think it's funny that someone has a debilitating back injury causing them back spasms and pain, they lose control of the car, have a panic attack. You think that's funny? Well, that was hilarious. You're banned for life, fuckface. Let's continue. So anyway.
Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever.
Basically, they were trying to find every excuse to not put Project 7 on the channel after they had already been very interested. Okay? And said that basically it would be a good fit and it would promote the show. So it kind of sucked because, you know, for me and John and Howard and Respect the Pack, Project 7 was something we put a lot of time and effort into. It was. For me, I would say, for me, John and Howard, probably not as much. For Respect the Pack, it was a lot of effort. They put a ton of time and effort, more than all of us combined, into that show. I was honestly hoping that eventually the show would get popular, it maybe by going on machinima or something like that, because if it got an audience and we started making big money on it, then we could actually, you know, pay everyone for it, and then maybe we could actually be like something that is profitable and we could put more time and effort into future episodes, and essentially the whole thing just, it died. That was one of the discussions we had when we were making the show, was, hey, how do we turn Project 7 into something bigger than just a show I'm running on DSP Gaming? And the answer was, hey, you know, I got machinima contacts, right? And maybe that's something that, that we can do that would make more sense, right? But now, it's dead in the water, they don't want to do it anymore, and this was kind of the beginning of what I've noticed, basically some situations here where I noticed that my relationship with machinima was changing.
Thank you to Dan the Man for a $100 tip. Is it a whale? It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball. Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
In In January 2015, I get a mysterious email from someone at Machinima. Strange message. Hey Phil, we got this message sent to us today. Hi, I'm a big fan of a Machinima partner named DSP Gaming on YouTube. Unfortunately, people are uploading his content with hateful comments edited into his content on their channel. The videos are called This Is How You Don't Play. Basically, these hater vids are costing you ad revenue. Any insight into this, we can get this taken down if it's true. As you can see, I never said a word to Machinima about This Is How You Don't Play. They reached out to me, okay?
Oh my god, he's drinking donations.
Machinima started trying to take down videos, didn't even tell me that they were doing it, alright? Which is kind of fucked up when you really think about it, because, you know, it's my content, and they're doing this essentially kind of in my name, and I don't know about it. So then, what ended up happening was, the detractors who had made This Is How You Don't Play just appealed all the strikes. Alright? So within like 2 weeks of all those videos getting taken down by Machinima, they all went back up anyway.
Lol.
So Machinima wrote me again to talk to me about it, and they're like, well, what we want to do now is instead of doing takedowns, because we're not going to sue them all, we're not going to do lawsuits against them, we actually just want to claim their videos, and therefore they won't make any money on them, we will. Alright? Okay. So I actually do have this email. This is an email that they sent to me, in April of 2015, as you can see. This is 4 months later after the initial email they sent to me. Hey, what's this? This is how you don't play. We didn't know what it was. Okay?
Oh my god, he's drinking AIDS.
So do you see what we have here? These are videos that were This Is How You Don't Plays, that in the name of DSP Gaming, they copyright struck, but then they got reinstated because the people who uploaded them just disputed the claims. So then they claimed them for content ID instead. You see? So, this is what they did, and this was a big mess, because first you had my haters complaining that I was hitting people with strikes when I wasn't, then you had my haters claiming that claiming a video, I didn't do any of this, and by the way, for the record, I should say this, I didn't receive any money for this. Like, they told me they were going to claim these people's videos and pay me for it. I don't know where I ever received any payment for it.
Unbelievable.
To my knowledge, I never saw any breakdown, oh, this is the money that these guys' videos is making, and therefore you're making ad revenue on their videos. Not once did I see this. These videos didn't show up in any of my feeds or any of my reports or anything that I was provided by Machinima. So I was never made aware of any money that I ever made on any of these videos whatsoever. August 2015, when DSP Gaming had been hit with numerous fake strikes because basically this guy, this YouTuber, had been making intros and content for my streams and had given me outright express permission to use the content. I had it in writing, in email, and on my videos, okay? So there you go. So here we go, here's a troll. I'm just getting rid of this idiotic troll. Anyway, I told him about this, that someone basically had set me up. For almost a year, they had given me this content that said it was okay to use in my videos, and now they were trying to strike me with false strikes, even though I had the explicit permission to use this content. And that if this continued, that it was going to ruin my channels, right? So, here's me emailing Machinima to tell them that all I did, I was sick by the way, that all I had done was spent an entire day, you know, sitting around, deleting videos per their instructions, right? So, basically I was in a situation where, sadly, I didn't know what to do. I was getting tons of false strikes against all my content, and Machinima called YouTube, had a meeting with YouTube. Then they called me and told me on the phone, you need to delete all your videos, because if you don't, there's no protections on YouTube from video strikes that are already in the pipeline. Even if they're false, they're still going to hit your channel and they're going to shut you down. So I spent literally 24 hours at my computer deleting every single video that had ever used fan art, every single video that had an intro, every single video that someone could basically falsely claim. All the gameplay videos were fine, but all those pre-stream rolls and things that I had done that had anything on it that was like, you know, a slide that was drawn or whatever, all was at risk. So I had to go back and delete all of those videos for an entire day, and this is one of the things that absolutely destroyed my channel.
This is fucking great.
I lost millions upon millions of views. It tanked my channel. It kicked DSP Gaming out of the YouTube algorithm, and my channel never recovered. Fast forward to May 2016. Hey, Phil. We were made aware of a live stream that occurred a couple days ago. We're working with our legal, marketing, and YouTube contracts to help mitigate the backlash from this situation. Here's where we stand. As strange as it may sound, we need a copy of the video to create a reference file so that we can now create an archive and block any future uploads of it. Okay? We're just trying to stem the tide from this and help out to help us help you situation. I think what they're alluding to is they're asking, was it staged or was it fake? That's what I think they're asking, okay? So here's my response. First off, no, there's nothing that you need to know about that you don't already know, as everyone is pretty much saying it was an innocent mistake, which is why the backlash about it wasn't actually much backlash, but more like anyone just laughing at the situation. Okay? Admittedly, I can't stop laughing about it. It's hilarious, right?
Happening, Philip. Very nice. Oh, I was creaming my hand. Oh, the camera's on.
Like, I have no idea if Machinima ever did anything about it. They reached out to me, telling me they wanted to have their legal team take down anyone who posted it up. Alright? I told them, no, don't do that. Just let it be, because it seems like it's all fine. Machinima says to me, the way to solve the adpocalypse is to pump out more videos of shorter time, so your engagement will go up and you'll automatically get more ads. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'll continue to click through here. This is actually what they told me in these logs. Okay? This one I freaked out, because this one now, the last time I had heard from them was the 23rd, is now the 27th. So 4 days had passed, and Machinima hadn't answered me at all. Meanwhile, I'm making less than half, or about half, of what I normally was before. I'm like, dude, if this is now a week going that I've told you about this event, if this continues, I'm going to go out of business. I'm literally going to go out of business. Because I can't afford to pay my bills if I'm making half as much money as I used to. Okay? So I am, admittedly, I'm freaking out, and I'm trying to get answers from them, and I'm not getting any answers. They're not answering me. Essentially, what they keep saying is, hey, you should totally look into that whole, you know, length of engagement, right? What you should definitely do is make shorter videos. This is what Machinima was telling me. I'm like, what? No, I'm literally making less than half of the amount of money that I was making. Overnight, the next day, I get this log back from Machinima via Zendesk, and it says, please refrain from contacting other departments. Just talk to us here through Zendesk, right? Because despite the fact it's now been a week, they haven't helped me one bit. They haven't given me a single update or piece of useful information from YouTube of why my revenue has halved. And the answers they're telling me are, shorten your videos to have more of them to make more ads. It's your fault that you make so little money on YouTube. That's essentially what they've said in all of these logs. So, What I can tell you is that my response was not very pretty. Essentially, my response, I'm going to tell you in a nutshell, because my response was very lengthy and very animated, okay? I feel very disrespected. I feel like you're ignoring me. I've been one of your longest running partners. I've stayed with you through thick and thin. When everyone else was quitting your company for various different reasons, here I am 6.5 years later, I'm still with you. I've gone through multiple contract renegotiations. I never complained about any of them. I continued with you. And I feel like I'm getting the brush off. I have the ability to write anyone in the company who I want, who previously I have worked with, and I felt helpful. For you to tell me that I don't have the right to try to talk to someone in the company who I feel could help me when you're not helping me is incredibly disrespectful, and I feel like I'm being talked down to, and this is very unprofessional of you. And I even said, listen, I don't know who this Steve Sharapino person is or whatever. I have no clue. But that's who they told me to send the email to. Maybe this guy has a bug up his butt about me now because he's telling me to not talk to him. But I don't know who this is, but he has no right to speak to me this way. And I even said, if you feel that this is how you're going to continue to deal with the partners like me, then I don't want to be a partner with you anymore. All right? I said, so think hard about how you want to respond to this, and let me know what the hell's going on. And this is how they responded. Ready? Following our discussions, we have executed our right to terminate your contracts. There it is in writing. So basically, they had no answers for me. They wouldn't let me talk to anyone in the company who could help me. They gave me bad excuses of how to solve the problem. I tried to send emails to my former contacts. They scolded me for doing that. And then when I said, I don't think I want to be a partner with a company who's going to treat me that way, they cut me. They cut all my contracts.
The stream puts me to sleep. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.